Guys, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I just need to rest, but I don't want to leave the park.
And I'm going to lie. I hate Disney.
All that and more on this episode of My Disney Addiction Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, Greg, you hate Disney?
I said I'm going to lie.
Aww.
I hate Disney. See? Gotta listen.
All right, y'all. Listen here now.
Yes, listen up.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below.
Click that notification button.
You can
Put the bell on.
You can,
Subscribe.
You can choose, though, if you don't want to.
Choose wisely and choose right.
Because if you don't
Hit the bell.
subscribe, you will not be entered into our December giveaway. But we're getting back at it. We're talking here today about some rest. Because, there are times... Now, we kind of had a discussion about a Disney rest day before.
Yes,
Now, this is going to be a little bit different. Because what about those times when you want to keep moving, you want to keep doing things, but you want to rest while doing things?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep the day moving forward. Stay in the parks. Maybe do a couple of rides, but recharge your batteries at the same time.
Exactly, because sometimes you don't want to sit because you want to take in the experience, right? You want to do things to.
Yeah.
I paid thousands of dollars for this, so I want to get my money's worth. So I don't want to sit on my butt. I don't want to go back to the hotel, and that's totally fine. If that's the kind of way you do Disney, that's totally cool. Whatever the case may be, you do you, son, or girl, daughter,
Yeah, that's right.
niece, nephew,
Offspring.
human. I figure human would just encompass everybody.
There you go. Yeah, it works. That's safe. That's safe.
But there are times when you just want to keep doing things, and there's got to be ways to rest, right? So we're going to talk about some ways to do that, and specifically, we're going to talk about Disney rides that you can rest on, because you get the experience of doing the ride and doing Disney while being able to kick back a little bit, calm down, recharge the batteries, cool off, whatever the case may be.
And then hit up Rock and Roller Coaster, and then hit up Hollywood Tower Hotel. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
All right, so let's kind of talk about this. Do we want to do a top 5, or do we just want to start spitballing and kind of talking about things? What do you think?
Hey, I'm loosey-goosey in this episode. It's up to you, man.
Let's just kind of take it a little bit, because this isn't a top 5. There's really no which one do we feel is better. There are just some that are all-encompassing, just really good.
Let's just sit back, relax, rest, and talk about our preferred rest rides.
Exactly. So, I'm going to start off numero uno, number 1.
Okay.
Not because it is the best, but just...
The one that popped in your mind first.
Yes. Mine would have to be the famous ride. Everybody knows about it. Water ride. Pirates of the Caribbean.
That was on my list.
Right.
Yep, that's great.
So you have to
Well
do
done.
that one. It's just a nice ride. When you're walking through the queue is very cool. It's not hot,
Air conditioning,
obviously.
yes.
It's air conditioned. The sun is being blocked off. It's very good. I like it.
Yep.
And then the water ride, it's slow. It takes a while. It takes some time.
Build story.
Story. You get the music. You get the smell.
The smell.
Everybody loves that smell. But you're relaxing in the boat. You're not rushed.
That's what's important.
Just very chilled. It's very nice. It's a good way to get out of the sun, sit back, relax, not having to worry about things. What do you think, Greg?
I agree. Yeah, one of my favorite rides. Yeah, just to kick back, relax. It's classic. It's a classic ride. You cannot go wrong. And it's dark, so if the sun is beating down on you and you're a little sensitive, you can take some time in a darkened area, recharge those batteries. You're right.
Get them batteries
That's
charged
perfect.
up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things. The good music behind everything. The theming in there is great. It's one of those things where it's like that ride you can do multiple times and it'll be cool.
Yeah.
So there might be times when you don't want to calm down and you go to that ride, but then you can always go back to it if you need a calm down time.
Yeah. See?
It
works for whatever mood you're in.
Exactly.
That's what makes it beautiful.
All right, Greg. So I had one.
Okay.
Your turn. What do
I'll have another. Like Thor. Another.
Another.
Throw down. Here, can I use your coffee? I probably want to do that. It's carpet.
This is your place. I don't care what you do to your
Let's
carpet.
just trash it. The Disney addiction just trashes it.
Say goodbye to that security deposit.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh. Never mind then. But my first ride would be the People Mover in Tomorrowland.
Ah,
I really like that because it has some aspects. You can go indoors.
Yep.
It's dark, it's AC, and then you have outdoors as well under the shade. So
depending on where the sun is.
right, true. But I really do love that aspect. I also love that. I don't know. You can sit back. You can relax. You're in Tomorrowland, so you get to see all the fun stuff at a cool aerial view.
My favorite is when
Yeah.
the spaceship Earth is shut down and they turn the lights on, and you can see all the inner workings in there. I actually have a video of like.
You
us.
do?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah,
it's
really really cool looking inside.
nice. But yeah, the People Mover, it's so cool because you can actually ride through
Rides.
some other rides like Space Mountain, like Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Yep.
So, huge fan of that. My family always makes it a point to do that. And again, it's like our go-to rest ride.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's good.
there is never a long line or queue. We always hop on. I love their audio system or the way that they set up the speakers because it's all up in a line, and as you're moving, it just follows you instead of having it like the speakers in
Or right behind your
the
head.
buggy. Yeah, or perfect setup. Highly recommend it if you guys have not gone.
Yep.
I'm sure you have because you know what's up.
So definitely got to go with that one. That one's a great one. I almost
Yes.
dropped my kid off of that one.
Did you know?
Yeah. It wasn't. I
What a
wasn't
day.
trying to.
You weren't purposely trying to. This is, you know,
No.
this happened.
So what happened was. Let me think. How do I explain it? So what happened was. I was holding my child, and we were doing things. We were just so my in-laws were on the other end of me and my wife, and I was holding Maddie. She was older at the time, and she
Younger?
might have. Yeah, well, I was thinking she's the older one. She was younger at the time, and I was holding her kind of like cradled like this.
Sure.
And then it takes off real quick, and there's a big jerk.
Oh, sure.
And then I'm trying to remember what happened. I was just holding her like this, and then it hit a big jerk, and I was just kind of like, whoa, like I didn't put my arms over, but
you just
like
weren't expecting it.
like I just hit this way, and her
Oh,
head was
geez.
like right here, so her head. I was like, that was kind of a scary moment.
Yeah, it's scary.
So
Otherwise, great ride.
Great ride.
Yeah, family friendly for all ages.
all things. Yeah, so that's a great ride. Another one that we always hit up every single time, not just because it's a good rest ride, but just we actually like the whole ride and the theming and the concept and everything about it, which is Living with the Land in Epcot,
Yes.
right next to the Garden Grill.
Yes.
And now there are areas where it's cooler, areas where it's hotter because it is a greenhouse. Essentially,
Right.
it's where they grow up a lot of food and things like that and take care of.
Completely self-sufficient. It's
Yep.
great. It's amazing.
Like if you go to the Garden Grill, which is right next to it,
I really want to go there.
all the food is sourced from.
Have you been there? Did you eat
Not
there?
been there.
Okay.
That was on the list of things to do.
I've heard great
'Cause I've-
things. I really want to try.
And I heard the characters, like
Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale, Mickey Mouse, and like Goofy and Donald Duck, like they come back to you multiple times, like 3 or 4
Oh,
times.
awesome. Good.
So that's what I heard.
boomerangs. Oh, awesome.
So yeah, and that one's a great one. You learn about plants and how Disney takes care of things and the different things they're growing, and it's really really cool. Very, I wouldn't say it's educational. I'm not gonna lie, it's educational, but it's not like in your face. You're a horrible person. Do this kind of thing with plants and whatever. But it's very very good. I liked it a lot. I always recommend. It's just a good rest ride. Very slow and very chill.
Sure. Awesome. And for me, also going to stay in Epcot. Going to go to the Mexico Pavilion, the Grand Fiesta
I
Tour.
knew you were gonna go there.
Grand Fiesta Tour. I love that. I mean, come on. You walk into a pyramid temple. It's great. You started that off, and then you go into this little like Mexican market square, which is awesome. Hop on the ride. Again, there's like no queue. You can just walk right on a boat, and it's like Small World, but Day of the Dead version.
Exactly.
And you have the three caballeros, Panchito, Jose Cuervo, just kidding, Jose Catalino, I want to say the name is, and then of course Donald Duck. And I'm sure you guys have been on the ride, but basically the other two caballeros are trying to find Donald. He's like living it up in Mexico, and then you sort of just follow along in their adventures. So great ride. Love the music. Love the design choice. And yeah, it's perfect. My family loves going there. We typically go to Epcot at night, so we are sort of like rested from the park in the morning. But again, it's getting darker. We're getting tired. That's just a nice chill ride to go on before we have dinner at Epcot.
Yep, exactly. I mean, I think that's a good one. I mean, we don't go on it that often.
Sure.
Because we feel like of the rides at Disney, even if they're slower, kind of calmer rest rides, that's not on the top. Like, that's one of those rides that, like, we have to really want to be in the mood to do that one.
Sure.
Before we do that.
Yeah, it could be an acquired taste.
So another one for me, obviously, you guys knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming. Let's not lie. I mean, number one, Ghost Toast. I'm obviously going to be talking about Haunted Mansion.
Obviously.
I think it's just a great ride. I mean, it's a nice, slow ride. Tons of things to look at. Like I've said before, I think that is the best Disney immersion.
There's a lot going on.
Ride.
There's a lot going on.
There are a couple things in the ride that I would not find the most relaxing. But overall, I think the ride is relaxing and very good to rest on. Like, the one thing I generally don't like, because those things are like hard plastic, like
Doom buggies.
Yeah, and it's like almost like a half an egg that you're sitting in.
Yeah.
And the problem I don't like is when like you go into the graveyard, you essentially go back and you start going backwards on an angle. So like for me, I have a bad back, so laying back on that is just like this hurts.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's how you feel when you are ending the ride at Spaceship Earth and they're bringing you back down, because you do it.
I don't like
go
it.
on that decline angle.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, those are very like futuristic seats too, so it's definitely not ergonomic to the kind of back. But that is a good one. I would definitely agree with you on that, even though I'm not as much of a Haunted Mansion fan as you are.
Yep.
Another one that I do like would be Kilimanjaro Safaris at Animal Kingdom, because it seems like whenever I go there, of course, Animal Kingdom is the biggest park in Walt Disney World. And whenever I go there, I always seem to get so hot. Like, you just walk around, it's really, really hot, that park.
That park is like always 10 degrees hotter than anywhere else.
So, Kilimanjaro Safaris is perfect, especially after you go on the Kali River Rapids, just to cool off. Because, like, come on, who loves a white water rafting ride? I do. But anyway, Kilimanjaro Safaris is great.
This guy, not me. I don't like getting wet.
No, you don't. I do. Bring it on. But the only thing is, like, the queue for Kilimanjaro Safari is quite a hike. It does take a while because I think there's a lot of stroller parkings. And there does seem to be a queue though, but it is well worth the wait. Even if you don't see a whole lot of animals during your safari, the drivers are very knowledgeable.
Oh yeah.
So they always fill like dead air. They're able to field questions, take questions, and they know like the path so well that they, like, if they're not seeing a lot of activity, they can maybe wait a little bit, or they can go down like a different shortcut just to see if there might be an animal to surprise us. So
is there shortcuts there? I thought those rides were all like very much prearranged.
You know, I think typically, I'm sure there might be, but yeah, I think they just go down like just that one path. But regardless, one of my favorite rest rides. Even though the ride could be a little bit bumpy, I mean, it's still a lot of fun, and you get to see some exotic animals that you wouldn't normally see in your hometown. This
is very, very true.
Yeah.
All right, Greg. So I think, I'm on board with that.
Okay. Good.
Now it kind of sinks as one of the rides I did think of in the past. Mm-hmm. Is no longer on this list.
Okay, I really wanted to talk about the ones that I love that are no longer there. So I'm glad that you brought this up. All right, let's hear it.
So I was going to talk about, oh my gosh, I've drawn a blank now.
Great Movie Ride?
The Great Movie Ride.
Because that's what I wanted to talk about too. Okay, awesome.
I am disappointed that went away.
So
that is a very
bummed.
good. That was such a good ride for relaxing. It really was. It was just a great ride to relax on, chill on. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that it's gone. But I'm not I'm not gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm hoping that Mickey's Runaway.
That's a tongue twister. Mickey's Runaway Railway.
Yeah, I'm hoping that one is good. Now, once again, not so on board with the new animation style that they went with, but whatever.
It is what it is. I sort of do like it, but again, I think they could have definitely had space to put that ride somewhere else. Because honestly, it does not really fit with the Grauman's Chinese Theater exterior. The Great Movie Ride was perfect. Honestly, before they switched it to the Mickey's Runaway Railway, I thought that they could have updated some of the scenes in Great Movie Ride. Like that one was definitely one that could have been renovated since Disney was on that kick, but they completely just took it out and put in this Mickey one. Of course, I do hope it is good. I have held off watching walkthroughs because I sort of want to experience it in person for the first time. So looking forward to that, and I think that'll happen in January. So we'll see if I like it or not. But again, I'm still a little salty that it's no longer available. Perfect rest ride at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, another great one for me is that you just mentioned it before, was actually Spaceship Earth. That's just another great chill ride. I mean, it's fun. You get to see, through time and kind of look through things.
Different scents too.
Different scents. Rome burning.
Rome burning.
Everybody instantly knew what we were talking about. Rome burning.
And you can smell it now. Just deep inhale.
Oh, wow.
Thank the Phoenicians. That's right.
Thank the Phoenicians.
Thanks the Phoenicians. That's right.
So, I mean, that's just a great ride. I mean, I like how they do all that, and then they get to the end of it. It's a lot of interactive stuff, but just as another chill ride. Generally, the wait for that ride is not too terribly long either.
No.
And like the queue going once you get in is once again very cool in two senses. It's very cool. So
I agree. I definitely agree. One that is no longer here is Ellen's Energy Adventure. Now that one is slightly longer, so
Did not miss
careful. That. No,
is that
really?
Yeah.
That's the one that they are now putting the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster in. Yeah. I don't know. I loved it. Of course, Bill Nye the Science Guy. You got Ellen DeGeneres, and then you got Jamie Lee Curtis facing off in Jeopardy. So, and it's educational. So, again, it is fun, and you get to. I think they did a really good job. I feel like they were sort of coming off of the kick of making like the dinosaur attraction in Animal Kingdom. So like, let's just use some extra dinosaurs and put it in that ride. Yeah. Loved it. It is a tad long, so if you are actually looking to rest, that's a perfect place to actually fall asleep, because I've definitely dozed on that ride. It's very comfortable, and the pacing, so smooth.
Yeah.
So smooth. It's dangerous, but I really do miss that ride. Loved it.
And then there's essentially, I mean, you also got other ones. You got It's a Small World.
Right.
I mean, I don't really find that relaxing at all because I hate
that song. It's stuck in your head then for the rest of the day.
Oh no, it's not stuck in my head. I just hate hearing it.
I'm indifferent. I don't hate it. I don't love it. If it comes on my iPod, I'm actually not gonna skip it.
Oh, it's definitely not even on my iPod.
Is a small world after all.
Stop. But if it's if I'm on Pandora or whatever and it comes on, then yes, I'm skipping.
Do you want to open up that Pandora's box? Oh! Woo! That is a knee slapper. That's so good. You sound like one of the old men in the Muppet Vision 3D. Another good rest ride.
But that's not a ride.
Yeah, it's like a little.
It's a show.
It's a show.
That's why I specifically did not pick shows.
Gotcha. Next episode or a different episode.
But that's
sounded like one of those guys.
Oh yeah.
Wallace and Gromit are their names? No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know their name. I don't even know their names.
Oh man, that's funny. So no, I thought that was I think that's one of those rides, and then there's also another boat ride, which is in Animal Kingdom, which has to do with Pandora, and that is the Anavi River Journey.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, to me, I could take it or leave it. Like, it's very beautiful. But it's like essentially it's just canned, man.
I know it's a little
just
lackluster.
canned.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not lackluster in visuals, but it's canned as in like, did you really have to think that hard about this ride? Just take Pirates of the Caribbean or It's a Small World,
Yeah.
plop it in Animal Kingdom, just take some stuff out, put some new stuff in, done.
Yeah, cookie cutter stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean,
there.
it's there and you can rest and it's totally cool.
Yeah.
But
Another cool thing, another rest. Well, I mean, it is sort of a ride if you don't want to stay in the parks and explore, especially outside of Epcot. You can take the ferries, the ferry system. You can just go. They have a loop from Epcot, stopping at Beach Club, Boardwalk, Swan and Dolphin, Hollywood Studios, and back. You can even do the Skyliner. That's a very smooth ride.
I've never done that one.
You have to do it in September. It's
We'll see.
amazing.
I don't think my wife will want to go on that.
It's so much fun. I was skeptical at first, and when I tried it, great way to get around.
And what did you think of? No, I've never been. So my ignorance might be shown here, and I've also avoided any walkthroughs or rides. What did you think of Rise of Resistance?
It was phenomenal.
Is that a ride that you could like sit on and it's not like there's no like? Would you consider that like almost like a rest?
It's fast paced.
It's fast paced. Okay.
Yeah, for being one where you like.
But it's like half an hour though.
It is. It is fast paced because you're actually like constantly moving because like.
Don't give away anything.
I know. Like I'm biting my tongue because I don't want to spoil anything, but you are a part of the story and you have to like keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, it's half an hour. It's probably just like, I saw it almost as like a, almost like, what is it called? A great movie ride thing where they just plop a bunch of people in a thing and it moves and then it goes.
That's
back.
part of the ride.
It's almost like that system.
That's part of the ride. It will blow.
No,
your
don't
mind,
say anything.
Chris.
Don't say anything.
I know it will blow
anything.
your mind.
Do not say a word. The problem
It's
is
amazing.
my daughters are too small for that, so me and my wife would
yeah.
have to go individually.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But pretty excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, are there any other rides that you can think of right now? I mean, there's so many other things that we could talk about. Like I don't want to do shows because shows you can definitely sit and relax.
Right. That's going to be a different episode. I mean, you have the Enchanted Tiki Room. You have Jungle Cruise.
But those are show. The Enchanted Tiki Room is a show.
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise is another great relaxation one you can definitely do.
Yes.
And you get good jokes, man. Good jokes.
Can't beat those Jungle Cruise skipper jokes.
They're the best.
Oh, Skipper Canteen is a restaurant I want to try.
What?
Have you been there?
No, where did that come from?
Because the Jungle Cruise and it's like a themed restaurant like right next to it.
Wait, maybe have I?
I've heard good things.
Maybe I have.
Maybe
I can't
the
remember.
food wasn't memorable enough, but maybe not.
Well, I mean, we did snacks and stuff all the time.
Sure.
So
No, but like it's legit like sit down restaurant.
I don't remember.
Like they have some like crazier menu items. It's not like traditional stuff.
No, Skipper Canteen. No, I have not done that.
Gotcha.
One.
Okay.
So no, I mean, there's a ton of good rides out there, you guys.
Yes.
For you guys to rest. Definitely let us know what your thoughts and experiences are. Where do you think you guys should go or people should go to still experience Disney and what they're doing, rides, but be able to find something that they can rest on while doing those rides.
I think this builds a very strong vacation because it's not like you have to always be in the parks, always going on rides that are like top tier fast pass rides. You can definitely enjoy yourself, recharge those batteries so you're not completely dead at the end of the day.
Yeah,
which I pretty much am anytime. I have the best sleeps at Disney.
Yeah, because you don't want to end up leaving your vacation hating Disney.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So you have to find ways to make it work, and these rest rides will save your vacation.
All right, you guys, that is all we have for you today. Remember, before we do anything, like, comment, subscribe to be entered into the giveaway in December. That Disney Addiction giveaway.
Yes. Happy holidays, everyone, and this is where you get your Disney fix.
Peace.